Welcome back to the Prince Rupert Public Library. My name is Beth, and I would like to share a couple of Christmas stories with you today. The first story I have picked for today is called Counting to Christmas by Nancy Tafuri. In it, we will travel through the first 25 days of December with this girl as she celebrates the holiday season and creates a really special treat for the woodland animals that live near her home. The second book I have picked for you is called A Taxi Dog Christmas, and it's written by Debra and Sal Barracca. This is Maxie, the taxi dog. This is Jim, the taxi driver. And this is the story about their amazing adventure as they drive their taxi around New York City on Christmas Eve. And they have an extra special guest passenger at the very end of their evening. I think you'll enjoy it. I also have a felt story to share with you today, and it's a special one as well that is about 5 Little Reindeer. I think you'll like it. So let's get started. So our first book today is called Counting to Christmas by Nancy Tafuri, published by Scholastic Press. I'm counting to Christmas. I see she has an advent calendar to help her count down to Christmas. Do you have one of those at your house? Every day she opens up one of the little windows to see a little surprise inside. Days 1, 2, and 3, I paint, cut, and paste. Paste is like gluing, and she's using it to make some pretty cards, maybe make some decorations for her house. Days 4 and 5, I write, stamp, and send. I wonder who she's writing to. Oh, this says Santa Claus, Christmas House, North Pole Village, top of the world. Have you written a letter to Santa Claus yet this year? It's always nice to check in and see how he's doing. Days 6, 7, and 8, I pour, measure, and mix. Wow, she's been very busy building a great big beautiful gingerbread house. She's put icing on for the snow. She's used some cinnamon sticks to help decorate as well. And I see a little wreath up here under the eaves and a little tiny snowman at the front door. Days 9, 10, and 11, I shape, bake, and decorate. Oh, she's decorating a special cookie with icing, candies. I wonder who it's for. I see her dog's wondering who it's for too. Maybe he's hoping it's for him. Days 12 and 13, I wrap and tie. She's doing a nice job wrapping her presents and putting a big bow on top. She's got scotch tape, scissors, lots of paper, everything she needs. Days 14 and 15, I pop and string. She's popped a big bowl of popcorn. And she's stringing cranberries and popcorn on that long string. I wonder where she's going to put that. Days 16, 17, and 18, I sing and play. Looks like she might be at school with some of her school friends, singing Christmas songs, playing Christmas music. She's playing the recorder as her friends sing along. Days 19 and 20, I cut, spread, and sprinkle. I see she's cut up apples. She's going to cut the oranges. And she's putting peanut butter on one of the pine cones. And she's going to sprinkle birdseed on afterwards. I see her puppy's watching. I wonder if he likes peanut butter as much as my dog does. Days 21, 22, and 23, I trim and gaze. Trimming the tree means putting all of the ornaments up and the lights up. And gazing is when you sit back and look at the beautiful job you've done and all of the beautiful ornaments. Day 24, I share. I wonder who she's sharing with. I see her stringing up the popcorn and cranberry garlands, the apples, the pine cones with the peanut butter and birdseed on it. There's even a cardinal's watching. I wonder if he's planning on eating some of that. And give. She's got a glass of milk, her special cookie, and a letter that says, Dear Santa, I made this cookie for you. Now we know who the cookie's for. And she's even using a special Santa pencil to write her letter to Santa. and wait. There she is, all tucked in, sound asleep, with her stuffy, another stuffy at the foot of her bed, her puppy, and somebody's walking by the window. Somebody in a big red coat with white trim and a big sack on his back full of toys. Day 25, Merry Christmas. Look how surprised she looks. There's her beautiful Christmas tree and her mom and her dad giving her hugs and a present. And her puppy dog even has a special Christmas bow on for a special day. Oh, and there's her tree outside. Now we can see who she's sharing with. All of the animals that live near her house have come to have a snack. I see the deers eating the apples. Oh, so is the fox. Do you see other animals that you recognize? Can you see the bear way up over here? Can you see raccoons? I see 1, 2 raccoons. What other animals do you see? Merry Christmas with love and joy to all. All right, time for a Christmas rhyme. And what do we have here? Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little reindeer. Do you notice anything different about the very first reindeer? What's different about him? What's different about his nose? What color is it? Red. The others have little black noses. I wonder who that might be. Who do you think that little reindeer is with a red nose? Well, 5 little reindeers standing by the gate. The first one said, "Hurry, don't be late." The second one said, "Did I hear Santa call?" The third one said, "Careful now, don't fall." The fourth one said, "It's time to load the toys." And the fifth one said, "Merry Christmas, girls and boys." And off they went, whoosh, into the night, helping Santa pull a sleigh full of toys. Yes. Merry Christmas, everyone. And now, let's go have another story. A Taxi Dog Christmas. I awoke with a yawn at the first light of dawn. To the window so softly I crept. I saw with delight that a blanket of white had covered the ground while we slept. I can see Maxie looking out his window, down at all the beautiful, fresh, clean snow. "Come on, Jim, let's go. It's late now, you know." "All right," he said. "Hold on there, Maxie. Today's Christmas Eve. We don't have to leave until later to pick up our taxi." A knock at the door. In burst Mrs. Short with fresh homemade cookies and bread. Jim didn't know that she'd brought mistletoe, and she kissed him until he turned red. There, see her holding up the mistletoe? Whoever is under the mistletoe gets a kiss. We all trimmed the tree and sang carols off key. A fire was blazing so brightly. The popcorn was strung and the stockings were hung. Outside, snow fluttered down lightly. You can see it snowing outside. Oh, there's Maxie trimming the tree. We braved the cold weather, and working together, we built a big dog out of snow. With a scarf of bright red and a cap on his head, he looked just like someone we know. Who do you think he looks like? We dodged a snowplow, then we heard a meow. I perked up my ears at the sound. We followed the cry to an alley nearby, and 6 cold, hungry kittens we found. Oh, look at all the little kittens. Wrapped in Jim's jacket, they made such a racket. Then at the garage they broke free. The fur started flying as drivers were trying to catch them before they could flee. Then each lucky tabby went home with a cabbie, except one who wanted to play. She started to purr as I licked her soft fur. We knew she was going to stay. There's the garage where they keep all the taxis. Some look like they're getting fixed. Oh, and look at Jim's. It's decorated all for Christmas. With our new little kitty, we drove through the city to start on our holiday shift. Store windows were glowing, the streets overflowing with shoppers who sought one last gift. There they go down the road. I can see Maxie's in the front seat. And there's a lot of people out still doing their Christmas shopping. And look at that store. It's all done up like a big Christmas present with a great big bow on it. The crowds came to see the huge Christmas tree with branches that reached to the sky. The skaters below put on quite a show as angels with trumpets stood by. Look at all the skaters. Oops, a couple have fallen down. And I see over here a selection of flags, and one of them looks very familiar. Do you recognize it? Jim rented some skates and he made figure eights. He jumped and then twirled on his toes. He spun like a top, then came to a stop as I slid round the ice on my nose. There's Jim spinning around. And look, the kitten has a matching scarf, just like Maxie's. The church bells were ringing. We all joined in singing the sweet sounds of "O Holy Night." Then we heard, "Ho, ho, ho, look out down below." What we saw gave us all such a fright. Right at our feet, Santa crashed to the street. Upon landing, his sleigh split in two. "I lost flight control when I left the North Pole," Santa said. "What on earth shall I do?" Dazzled and dazed, we stood there amazed at the toys on the ground that were scattered. Dolls, ducks, and trains, and pianos and planes, and a rainbow of paints wildly splattered. Santa said, "Let me think." Then he gave us a wink when he looked at our bright yellow taxi. "It's perfectly clear what I need is right here. Will you help me, please, Jim and Maxie?" Do you think they're going to help Santa? I think so too. "Let's hurry," he cried, as the reindeer were tied to the front of his new taxi sleigh. He then touched my nose, and up, up we rose. Together we saved Christmas Day. And so on that night, our taxi took flight to deliver the toys Christmas Eve. Some say it's not so, but as all children know, in your heart you just have to believe. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed the stories. Drop by the library to check out the rest of our collection of children's Christmas stories. And while you're here, you can help yourself to Christmas coloring sheets and activity pages that you're more than welcome to take home with you. Have a very Merry Christmas. Be safe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.